Hey everybody, Rorree here. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so we are working on 14 days of high vibrations, keeping our vibrations high, working on our frequency, working on the words that we are speaking out, making sure that they are positive, especially when we're speaking about ourselves or others, our loved ones. So we are keeping the vibrations high. All right, y'all. So we are doing the 4 agreement cards. All right. So there must be something going on out there about not taking things personally, because this is the second one in a row talking about, wow, there are a number of them. Okay. So the theme right now is not taking anything personally. And I feel like, well, anyway, I won't go into the book of the 4 agreements. But anyway, so this category again is don't take anything personally. Okay. So become immune to poison. So we're talking about that poison again. Become immune to poison. The whole world can gossip about you. And if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. The second agreement. All right. So, become immune to poison. Okay. So, when it comes to gossip, okay, so my family is from Bermuda, okay? Bermuda is a small island, it's very few people there, and there's not a lot to do there. And sometimes people gossip, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I remember one of my relatives came to stay with me, and those of you who know me, you know that I'm an open book. The way I talk to you here is the way I talk all the time. I am an open book. I don't care. I don't embarrass easily. I don't care about, it's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a hair sticking out my hair. Like I don't care. It doesn't bother me, Like I remember one time when I was at the University of Maryland's undergraduate school, so eons ago. But I remember I used to wear my hair up in this ponytail. As y'all can see, I still do always wear my hair up in a ponytail, but I would wear my hair in a ponytail. And back then I had relaxed hair, and I had different pieces that I would put on because my hair is fine. And so it doesn't do no matter how long my hair would be, it never did a huge ponytail, right? It would always be like a little ponytail, like all thin. So I would add hair to my hair and I would put it on or whatever. And by the end of the day, like I was tired of having that ponytail. So I'd be sitting among people. We'd be all in the dorm room just chilling. And I'd be like, oh my God. And I would take the thing out. And people be like, Rorree, no, you didn't. I'm like, I know all y'all know that was a ponytail. Like, who cares? Right? Like, okay, so that's always been me. So for gossip, like I don't care. Like maybe I used to care. So I remember one time one of my relatives was like, so one of my relatives came to visit, and I'm like, open door, you ask me questions. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you the truth. Even if it's like even if maybe I don't look good in the light or whatever, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, like whatever. And so apparently this particular relative went back home and was sharing her version of my story, right? And I really didn't care, because if I cared that much, I already know who she is. If I cared that much, I wouldn't say nothing to her, right? I can. Okay. Go spread that. Go do that. Run tell that, as Martin said. Right? Run tell that. Go run tell that. I don't care. Right? So anyway, so one of my other relatives came to me. I was like, well, Rory, you know what the story was? I said, I don't. And guess what? I don't care. Okay? Because I know what the story is. And that's the only one that need to know the real story. The only one that needs to know my truth is me. So if she came and decided to make it, a Harlequin romance novel or make it a Freddy Krueger nightmare, I don't give a shit. Whatever, that's on her. I hope she get an award for that. They got an award for making up stories. I don't give a freaking fat. So I told this relative, I said, I don't know the story and I don't want to know because I know what really happened. So, and then she wanted to tell me, and I was like, no, you just keep that to yourself. Don't give a shit. I don't want to know. If she wanted me to know the story she was going around telling, she'd have called me and told me too, right? Or if she had some questions, she would have come and asked me. If she was disturbed, because she sure enough didn't act disturbed when she was listening, swallowing all that shit up. She was swallowing them stories up, and, went regurgitated the way she wanted. I don't give a shish kebab. Because for real, if you delivered something maliciously against me, guess what? The same thing gonna happen to you, but it's gonna be worse. How about that? So why do I care? I don't give a shitter. Okay. So anyway, that's how I feel about gossip. So the whole world can gossip about you. And if you don't take it personally, then you're immune to it. Okay. So I'd rather not even hear it. I don't even want to know, because back in the day, I'd have been curious. Wow, what'd she say? What'd she say? Then you be all hurt up, feelings all hurt. Then you want to go say something. And then what's that doing? That's just fueling the negativity, fueling the negative vibrations. So the next time you hear somebody say something about you, stop the person in their tracks. Because number one, if you carrying the bone, you probably participated. Like, how she tell you that? You know what I'm saying? You was listening. You probably commented too. How many stories you listen to, you ain't comment? Now, me, I know my peoples, okay? So they be telling me stories, and I'll listen. But they can tell you, I don't say shit back. Really? Why do you say that? Mm. Mm. Oh. And I try to change the subject most of the time, or I say something positive. Because it's really unnecessary to be fueling a whole bunch of negativity. I'll change the subject real quick. Asking me stuff. Oh, I'm the wrong one because I ain't telling you nothing. Now, you'd have caught me when I was younger, I might have told you some stuff, but now it's like, why you want to know that? Really? Is that what you think? Oh, that's me. So the next time somebody's trying to bring your bone about somebody else, know for sure that they taking your bones to other people too. Okay. So you might not want to participate. Change the subject. Got time for that bullshit. That's their business. I don't care. I got too much going on. People will call me to tell me, I'd be like, I'm going to tell you, I didn't even absorb what you just said. I got so much going on right now. That's a waste of brain. That's a waste of space to be hearing somebody else's bull crap. I don't care. I don't know them. I don't care. I got enough stuff to care about. I don't care. Like, I don't want to know. I really don't care. For real. I don't. Is it going to do me any good to know that? Because if it's not, that's just one more thing that my being has processed. So anyway, so think of it like that. When someone is choosing to talk about you, just ignore it. Walk away from it. I ain't got time. I don't care about your opinion. That we all have one. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's negative. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that you don't like me or whatever. Your one curl's hanging down lower than the rest. Who cares? I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Who freaking cares? All right. So how can you be immune you're gonna have to, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some self-work to get yourself to the point that you don't care. You might have to do some self-talk. You might have to talk yourself out of caring about the situation. Ask yourself, what difference does it make? Everybody has an opinion. Ask, well, where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, people say something, I'm like, but you gotta be careful who you listening to. That's a nut. You listening to a nutty person. Who gives a shit what a nutty person thinks? God dang it. Who cares? You know what I mean? If the person is nutty, you know they nutty, and they talking about you. Why do you care? Why do you care? Does their opinion really matter? If somebody is telling you your hair is jacked up, or they talking about your hair and their hair is jacked up, then why you care? Their hair's jacked up too. They just want you to join the jacked up hair club. Okay, I'm just saying. So, and I know sometimes it's easier said than done to not allow it to bother you, but the best way to not allow somebody gossiping about you to bother you is to not hear it, to disconnect. If you about to tell me some gossip, I'm not really interested. If you're about to tell me what somebody had to say about me, I'm not really interested. If that person wanted me to know, they would come tell me. For real. That's where I'm at. So these are things, I'm telling you things you can say. Okay? To head it off, to stop it in its tracks so that you're not allowing it into your space to bother you in the first place. You know, it's easier to head off the frequencies that are vibrating low than allow them in, and now you got to release it. Now you need a healing bath. Now you need this, that, and the other. Okay, so a healing bath, that's a nice way to release other people's poison, or release poison. Or you could take a healing shower. You know, I created this oil, and I actually give the recipe away in this ebook that I wrote. So when y'all see that, y'all will get my special recipe for my heal and seal oil. That's what my friend called it. She said, this is some heal and seal oil. You can heal yourself, and then you're sealing the healing. All right. So anyway, in the shower, like I have some sea salt, some some Himalayan sea salt. I got some black sea salt. So I have different kinds of sea salt. And then I might infuse them with some essential oils or something. I may grind them. I might put a little bit of my heal and seal, not a lot, because I have some different things that might mess with the salt. But I put them in a shaker, and I keep that in my shower. So I might, instead of taking a bath, because I might not have time to take a whole healing bath, I might just take the salt, put it in my hand, and from crown to my toes, I am cleaning, with the salt, right? I'm cleaning with the salt outside of the water flow. And then I rinse that in the water flow, and I'm cleaning with intention, okay? And then when I get outside the water flow, then I rinse it off, and then I seal and heal also with intention with my special oil that I created, and I keep some of it in the shower, okay? And so I'm same thing all the way down to from head to toe, and there you go. I've healed and sealed. So that's another thing that you can do to work on your vibration. You can release shitaka that's not serving your highest good, and you can do that through a simple shower. Okay. So that's something I said I was going to give y'all something every day that y'all could do to release low vibrations and to keep your vibrations high, because it's very important during this time to keep our vibrations high, keep them vibrating without any loosh. I had to referee a situation earlier today, and I had to keep saying, no loosh, no loosh. Watch the loosh. Keep it calm. Wait a minute. You can't talk until you can talk without all of that. And this is what I had to go through to keep the loosh from being in the midst, because sometimes you have to have a discussion and you have to deal with things that might not vibrate as high, but you can deal with those things without allowing it to become serious loosh. Okay, so anyway, so the shower, just remembering to back up off the loosh. Don't engage in gossip. Don't engage in negative conversations about yourself or others. What else can you do? And this is what the card looks like. This is in the agreement. Don't take anything personally. All right. Okay, so become immune to poison. You might even, when you do your shield of protection, you might even say to the shield, I want you to protect me from poisonous energy that is toxic, and infuse that in your shield of protection. How about that? All right. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I hope I gave you some help. And don't forget, natural stones are definitely a way to keep your vibrations high. And I get mine now from Totally You, and you can find him on Instagram, Totally and the letter U. All right, y'all, have a wonderful day. Ashe, ashe, ashe.